What happened?
All right, you can stop.
Spain pain brings rain in
Leon, you're
Maine.
muted. Okay.
Son of a bitch! Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we heard rain brings pain to me.
Then
Son
why
of a
would you
bitch.
tell me I was muted?
I don't know. You
There
were
was a
delayed
lag.
for me. Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
checks out.
Main event.
Whoa.
happening-
I said bitch. My last word was
Oh.
bitch.
That was definitely
Okay,
bitch.
that was part of that.
Yeah,
Got
that was
it.
definitely part of the headline.
Bitch from Maine destroys hospital.
Hospital was filled with bitches.
Bitches, please.
Please your mate in these 62 easy steps.
Steps into my lair, says dyslexic murderer.
Murderer caught. Clown takes credit.
Credit card for kids? You betcha.
Oh no!
We had a good run. That was a good run.
Oh man! You betcha!
You betcha.
Oh, that's great! Oh, so nice to hear.
So nice.
These are for kids.
Oh wait, can
All
I
right.
just say something really quickly? I had
What's
Chinese food tonight, and the fortune says, I don't know if you can read that, but it says,
Wait, let me see if I
Prom
can
is
read-
going to
wait,
die?
remember to order your takeout.
That's your fortune?
That's my fucking fortune, you guys. Remember
Okay,
to
okay.
order your takeout.
That's wise.
fucking
That is wise.
shitty. All right.
All right.
More poetic in the original Chinese.
That's true. I'm sure it was much wiser back in the Mandarin.
I
Yeah.
guess just doesn't translate.
All right, let's do another pattern exercise. This time, we're going to find a pattern, and we gotta try to make sure to do it fast. So I will start off saying a word, then Molly will say a second word, and by the third word said, we should have a pattern of the things that we're talking about.
Are you saying one word or a sentence?
Just one word.
Okay.
Fly.
Paper.
Dude, I don't know, man. Fly paper. Sticky? I don't fucking know.
Sticky.
Trap.
Mouse.
Net.
They're stupid if they think they can do that.
Is this a new one or are we starting over? Sorry.
I think we'll go two rounds. with
Okay.
each word.
So knit.
Net. Net.
Net?
N-E-T.
Oh, okay.
Are you back on? I'm almost back on.
Reel.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, they hit us.
Capture.
Box.
Box? Is that what you said?
Not really.
Um,
Oh no, we're gonna lose it.
Cell.
All right, that was good, and the word was fly.
fly.
Yeah, I guess I missed the whole point of that game.
But we got to it. So, Dave, would you like to start us off?
Oh, we're doing
Oh.
it again. Great.
Yeah. Tweezer.
Hair.
Well, they're wasting their
Razor.
No.
Wax.
Bald.
Scissors.
Cut.
Curler.
They're firing their cannons out.
Hairspray.
Yeah,
Botox.
they can. Oh, that was a good shot. That was also a good shot.
That's twice through.
That's twice through. All right.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, no,
We
So I
did it
think
quick
we have
for you,
to-
Daddy.
we have to try to stick to the topic. So if we mention like a utensil, then the rest of the things have to be utensils. At least as close to the thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
I
this
was
was
feeling like those. This
words.
last one was all like.
Oh, great! Everybody else was lost too. That makes me feel so much better right now. It's perfect.
My fault. My fault for not explaining right. Yeah, it's just the key is to find a specific thing and hit that thing
Got it.
and not wander around.
Okay.
So Leon, would you like to start us off?
Understood. Yes. Creationism.
Buddhism.
Okay.
Jesus.
It's the one with the Jesus.
Judaism.
That's me.
Flying spaghetti monster.
Hmm. Board game fanatics.
So stick to the thing.
It's a religion in my book, Miss Tom.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Always be supportive, my friend.
Yeah,
All
Dungeons and Dragons players.
No dinosaurs.
No dinosaurs.
I'm sticking to the thing. Creationism.
Her
no
thing
dinosaurs.
is, if she doesn't name a religion, she describes it in one word or two.
No dinosaurs.
Jesus and no dinosaurs.
So you're right. That was sticking to the thing, but I think the problem is that as we went on, we diverged into another thing.
That's all right.
That is all right.
But not
I
for Miss Tom.
The thing is I feel that one of the things we struggle with is finding games and hitting the games hard and sticking to the games. We wander around a lot. So I want this exercise to try to hone in on that, to try to find something and hit it hard.
No dinosaurs.
That's where we ended it, yeah.
Ashley, would you like to start?
Okay, sure. Jurassic Park.
Nice.
Like, we won't even have to land on the island. I just need to get to it. Are you on the ship end?
So it's yours, Tom.
Oh, E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Lights off, please.
Okay. Gone with the Wind.
Jaws.
Hi, let me break in here for a second. What's the pattern you're seeing here? Because I'll tell you what I think the pattern was. But first, you tell me what you saw.
Me or just everybody?
Anybody.
So,
because I think I know what you saw.
Well, yeah, no, it could have been movies, but it could have been like sort of like science fiction movies. But by going with Gone with the Wind, it was just movies.
I thought it
No,
was
Spielberg
blockbusters.
movies at first.
You thought it was what?
I thought it was Steven Spielberg movies at first.
Ah, okay.
Oh, crap.
That's the pattern I saw. Movies is fine.
Steven Spielberg. Okay. Is that okay? I didn't put that together.
I thought it was just really great movies.
Yeah, that's fine. Here's the thing. We're trying to stay together on this.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to stick to one thing. Movies can work. If you were doing a show, movies could work. You didn't diverge too far away, but the easy game was right there. And it was Steven Spielberg movies. When I heard be supportive earlier, that is part of improv, but another part of improv is making it as easy for yourselves as you can. So try and make it easy for yourselves. Don't try and be too clever. Don't try and say the funniest thing. Just try and support each other by making things easy for each other.
I didn't realize there were Steven Spielberg movies until y'all said it, so I missed that. So
Yeah, I didn't know either. I just made a lucky guess with Jaws.
So
Oh, I didn't say- I'm not saying it was on purpose. I'm just saying let's try and zone in.
We didn't fall off. You're right here.
So sorry, are we continuing or are we sorry, Leon, what was yours?
Jaws.
Jaws. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
What? So why did we stop?
Indiana Jones.
Oh my God.
1941.
Schindler's List.
Keep moving it.
And
Hilarious.
scene. I don't know anymore.
You really know what the sales are still now.
What was that?
I don't know any more Steven Spielberg movies. I would just be making one up at this point.
That's my favorite one.
Into the Void.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
It's kind of incredible.
Oh, that shitty 1010 thing.
Minority Report. That movie was all right. I liked it.
I liked
How many
Minority.
motherfuckers just Googled Steven Spielberg movies?
I just had somebody compliment Tintin. I never saw it, but so obviously you disagree with whoever it was complimenting. Okay.
It looked real bad. That's all. I did not see it. I'm just judging.
It was all right.
Judging.
We've actually seen things to judge them. Where would we be as a society?
Well, who would actually be without seeing things just by judging, right?
Mhm.
It's true.
All right, and let's do. What is another exercise that we all like? Oh, let's do the character painting where we ask each other questions.
Oh yeah.
Like just character painting. And since
Sure,
it's
no,
on
that
video,
would follow along.
so yeah, so this one's pretty easy. One person steps out of the circle, so to speak, and they're endowed by the rest with characteristics. And then after they get a few endowments, they're asked questions. They have to answer the questions as that character with all the endowments.
Got it.
For example, this is Pubert.
Pubert has pants on that are high waters, and his you can see his ankles.
Pubert has a lisp.
Pubert also has a catchphrase. Hey, could you remind me it?
Pubert is wearing a short-sleeved button-down shirt and a bow tie.
Pubert is lonely.
It's Pubert's first day of school.
So, Pubert, are you new here at this
Oh,
school?
yes. It's my first day, and I'm really excited.
Okay.
What's gonna be your first thing you do when you get to class, Pubert?
Oh boy, I hope to sit in my seat and then give the teacher respect and attention.
I see why you're so lonely, Pubert.
Hey, Pubert, what's that catchphrase? Remind me.
Hey, what do you know?
Tell us why you got kicked out of your last school, Pubert.
Oh, I didn't want to tell this, but it's because I beat up the captain of the football team.
That's not true, is it?
It's totally true. He was making fun of my mom, so I broke his leg.
Is your mom hot?
You want some too, huh? Huh? I'm gonna take off my bow tie and tell you what's up.
Are we the most amount of people you've talked with at the same time?
Yeah, it's so good to make new friends, and yes, you are the most, excluding the therapy sessions that I've been a part of.
So you have rage issues, obviously. So who knocked out those front teeth that gave you that lisp?
Oh, If you think this looks bad, you should see the other guy. You can't. He's in a coma.
Hubert, how many people have you beat up?
You know, at a certain point, you just stop counting.
Has anyone heard from your parents recently?
You know, I haven't heard from my dad in a while. He hasn't been really present in my life. But my mom is, she's just the greatest. I love my mom.
Yeah, you breastfed until what age?
This is very personal. Okay, it's not my fault. My mom has such big breasts that they're always sumptuous with milk.
Hey, final question. If you had $1 million, what would you do with it?
Oh boy. Yeah. I would build my own spaceship. And then I would go to the moon when nobody makes fun of me. Hey, what do you know?
Or whatever
Brilliant, brilliant. I'll go.
All right, your name is Honoria.
Honoria.
You are the last of the Cavendishes in England.
But you just recently moved to the Mississippi flats.
It's very dirty here. My goodness.
You're dating a guy named Tommy. He runs the projection booth in the single screen theater in town.
Thomas.
Your lips are very large from all of the Botox.
Thomas.
You're 8.5 months pregnant.
And 101 pounds. So you only have a very slight bump and you're very malnourished.
I look remarkably like a python.
We love animals.
You want to start a drive-through safari in Mississippi with your new husband.
Oh, Thomas, I long to look at the lions.
Honoria, what are you gonna name the baby, if it's a girl or a boy?
Well, I'm going to name it my family's name, which is Astoria, Honoria, Blabloria, Canoria. The third.
So you were on safari, I understand. So what did you bring back for the baby's room?
Well, we just killed a couple of rhinos, white rhinos, and a few cheetahs, of course, and decorated my entire room. I love the animals, though. I just like to enjoy them on the wall.
Okay, you're a vegetarian.
Oh, yes, of course. I wouldn't eat their corpse. That's unheard of.
Why,
Yes, darling.
Why Mississippi?
Well, here's the thing. I have an affinity for possums, and this place is loaded with them.
What was the gift Thomas gave you that won your heart?
Well, I'm a very simple woman from England. I grew up in a mansion, of course, and I was just very taken. He had this beautiful tooth that he'd been saving. He lost it in a fighting match. And I thought, this man is wild and woolly, and I am ready to investigate that mouth a little further.
Honoria, what do you think of the BBC saying the real reason you left England is because of your embezzlement?
Darling, you must have misread that. I haven't embezzled anything, but if you're going around my backyard, please don't have a shovel.
All right. Where is your favorite place to purge in your backyard?
Purge. Oh, well, I love to sit out on the veranda and feel a breeze through my beautiful long hair. But, I'm very British. So once it gets, just a tidbit hot, it's time to go back inside the AC, of course.
Honoria, how do you feel about you probably having to get a job soon at the local Denny's?
Guys, the 2 galleons are
Denny's? Oh, I thought that was my boyfriend's name, but I'm open to it, I suppose.
How does Thomas feel about your boyfriend, Denny?
Oh, well, I mean, polyamorous, if you will, and he's wide open to it.
We're almost at Golden Sands.
Do you have plans for who's going to take care of the baby while you're on the night shift?
Well, Denny will be serving up some eggs to my young child, and then, my husband, Thomas, will be taking care of him during the day while I'm just treating myself and reliving my days on the set of Downton Abbey. Go on.
What was your favorite part of your time on the set on Downton Abbey?
Oh, sleeping with everyone.
Scene. Who next?
In fact, you guys start heading off to the door.
Molly.
Molly.
I'll just.
Your name is Chuck.
You're a beef eater.
And you give me directions.
You're 7 feet tall.
That's pretty dangerous. Oh, just pretty.
All of Chuck's friends call him Big Chuck.
That's right. All right. Yeah, what are y'all doing down there? It's so low. It's hard to see y'all.
Chuck has an afro.
Dang.
It's not natural though.
Yeah.
Chuck apparently dipped skull.
Yeah. Well, it's not. This is a wig. Yeah. I was watching that 70s show, and the dad across the street had this, and I'm like, man, he's so cool, that dad. So,
Chuck actually cries really easily.
don't talk about me like that, man. Okay, it's hard when you're tall.
Chuck is super in touch with his feelings.
Like, it's just, you have to recognize that everybody has struggles, and I see you struggling out there, Just
Chuck, I've been having some problems with my girlfriend. We just don't seem to communicate well. What do you say that can help me out with this?
You gotta listen to her, man, okay? She's, a woman just needs to be, she's somebody who's sensitive and who cares, about what you're doing. And, you gotta give her your heart. Are you giving her your heart? And they don't like it if you spit on the pillow. Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
Chuck, what brings you joy?
You know what? Life is beautiful, When you're tall, like me, you see so much more of the world. The trees are right there in your face. You know what? They talk to you. They say, I've been here 1,000 years and you'll only be here for a fraction of my life. But I enjoy you just as much as you enjoy me.
Hey, Chuck, I was talking to your brother, Rock, and he told me you were a big doo-doo face.
We have the struggles that brothers have growing up. I'm sensitive to that, and I feel like Rock, he's just trying and he's struggling. He's only 6'10". It's embarrassing.
Chuck, Big Chuck. Can I call you Big Chuck?
I love it when people give me nicknames, man. You want to hug it out?
No, Big Chuck.
I'll just pat you on the head.
Big Chuck, how are you planning on winning this weekend's pool tournament at the bowling alley?
That's another advantage to my height. You see, first of all, there's this big room at the back of the bowling alley for the pool tournament. If you get there early, you can take the chalk. You take a little of the skull from your mouth, or the Copenhagen, whatever you're chewing that day, and you put it there in the chalk. And then when you rub your stick on it, you just write English.
Chuck, how do you feel about all the townsfolk chasing you out with pitchforks and torches?
Jesus.
You know what? I'm not going to negate their feelings. Okay. These are the townsfolk. The mob mentality is a mob mentality for a reason. Do I want them to not feel anger and hatred of me? No. Do I wish they wouldn't? Sure. And then I'm sorry. My brother did the same thing to me.
Chuck, if there was one thing you could tell your brother, what would you want him to know?
One thing I would tell him: wear lifts.
Scene. All right, Leon or Dave?
I'll go. I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
Your name is Leopold.
You work as a graphic designer.
Yeah, I was just about to say you're a famous artist, so you're a famous graphic designer.
I am.
You designed all of Apple's logos and merchandise.
You also designed the labels that go inside of every Fruit of the Loom product made for the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
What was your inspiration for the last label that you designed?
Well, I just get really inspired by fruit. I've really focused on fruit-based projects. I think I showed the world what you could do with just an apple. And so as I thought, it's going to be holding your berries, what should be on there? And so I thought, of course, it should have all the fruits, because fruit is where life comes from. And the underwear is cupping the source of life. So what better fit than fruit?
How do you feel about you losing your commission for Fruit of the Loom by going on an angry tirade?
Well, I think Fruit of the Loom knows what they did. It's called Fruit of the Loom. But it's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Yes, a tomato is a fruit, but it doesn't belong in a fruit salad. You should know that. When they asked me to add a tomato, I had to draw the line. You can't have a tomato in your underwear.
Your greatest competition, Gerard Lavue, says that the new Apple 11 on the back of its phone is hack work. Your response?
Wow, that's pretty bold. I'd like to see Gerard do an 11. Can you draw a straight line, Gerard? Try it. Go ahead. Try. Everyone knows Gerard can't draw a straight line. Keep drawing circles, Gerard. You're a hack.
How do you feel about Gerard the Foo being receiving the award for Best Graphic Designer of the Year?
Well, I'm in it for the art. I see Gerard out there just chasing awards. It's about art. It's not about awards. When did it become about the judgment of your peers? That's not why I'm here. Actually,
I'm following Gerard on Twitter, and it appears that he's actually stole your wife. How does that work? How does that affect you? It's crazy news.
Gerard and Michelle met at an awards ceremony, and I guess she decided she'd be happier with someone who can't draw a straight line, someone who thinks that there's things other than fruit that the world needs to see. Don't you see, Michelle? It's the fruit.
So when she left you, your art drastically changed. So tell us about that dark period in your art.
Well, fruit dies. If you've ever left fruit on the counter, the way Michelle was left on that counter at the awards ceremony, and went from my beautiful, beautiful peach to just a rotten pit wrapped in fuzzy mold, that's what can happen. And the world needs to understand that. It's not all clean lines and fresh fruit.
Tell us about your new lover, Melody.
Oh, Melody. She has shown me things. The way I felt the first time I tasted a kiwi, the day I discovered that star fruit is literally called star fruit, none of these compare to her. She is electricity wrapped in a sweet, delicious skin.
How do you feel that Melody proclaimed at Vanity Fair that tomatoes are her favorite fruit?
Fake news.
Now, if you could take a seed from your favorite fruit and plant it into somebody, who would you plant it in and why?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. I would like to take a pineapple seed and plant it in Gerard and nurture it until it grows and the pineapple bursts out of his head. I think that would be kind of beautiful to see.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still on Twitter, and it appears vegetables are now trending. How's that going to work for your new art coming up?
These things are cyclical. Fruit is always in style. It's timeless. You go and look at a Renaissance painting of a fruit basket. It holds up now as well as it did then. Don't fall for vegetables. Vegetables are a fad.
Now, if there was a Renaissance painting that you could take revenge against, what would the painting, how would you revenge yourself against a painting, and which painting would it be?
Yeah, I think it would be, well, really everything from the Renaissance that isn't a painting of a basket of fruit. There was a lot of time wasted on human faces and religious themes, and I would just take all of it and mash it up and then grow fruit in it.
See? All right, Leon, last one.
I went. I was the first one. Yeah, you guys missed it.
Yeah, that's
no. You.
This is super supportive of you, the person who mentioned support. Do it.
This is Claude.
Claude is a playboy.
But he's losing his hair. Let's see if we can get speed.
What was that?
Let's see if we can be fast with this.
Claude lives in Miami.
Claude still dresses like it was Miami Vice.
Claude considers cocaine a food group.
Claude is no longer able to work for the cartel. Now he's the manager of a cell phone store. Let's get some more.
Claude always talks like he's asking a question.
Son of a bitch.
Claude, if you were to take a lady on the perfect date, where would you go?
I mean, where would I not go? There's so many different options. I mean, ladies are the number one thing in my life. So I would assume anywhere that she was into, except the carnival.
Hey, Claude, where'd you get those alligator shoes? I thought they were illegal.
Oh, they most certainly are, wouldn't you say? I mean, they're basically still alive. I keep them pretty polished. But I ain't scared, you know. We're in Miami. Police ain't worried about fashion.
Hey, Claude, tell us about your dog back there.
Oh, that's my dog, Rufufio. He's actually one of the top sellers here. He's a closer, as they say. I bring him out, and he makes the sales at the store I work at.
Hey, Claude, what do you think about your daughter not wanting to speak to you anymore?
Which one? I mean, if I'm being honest with you, Sheila hasn't talked to me in 15 years, but I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of that has to do with her mother. She's been poisoning the well for so long. But if you're talking about Brenda, I mean, she'll come around. I mean, I think she will. I mean, most women realize at a certain age that their fathers are shit pieces, right?
Claude, at what age did you discover that your father was a shit piece?
15?
What gave it away?
I feel like it was when he slipped me $100 bill when I saw him having sex with our maid. Yeah, I was pretty sure that was it. Because it wasn't the fact that he was cheating on my mom. It was that he just tried to pay me off. Like, he thought, this kid has no moral integrity. He comes from my stock. Wouldn't you say?
And tell us about the car that you bought with the money, the bribery money.
Oh, the car I bought was amazing. It was top of the line matchbook, still in the box. I feel to this day could be worth some money.
Claude, what do you plan to do after you're too old to sell cell phones?
Oh man, what won't I do? I mean, I feel like I could probably make it out on an island anywhere. I mean, people near the beach, they don't care if your hair's thin or if it's gone completely. They're about money. And I feel like once I get this closer back here to help me with my merge with Verizon, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be set.
Think we could catch a megalodon?
And scene.
Oh, Verizon.
We have harpoons.
All right, everybody. So that was good, but I just want to see if we can focus. Now we're going to go into our regular scenes. I just want to see if we can focus on speed, not waiting so long. Don't be afraid to just say something. It doesn't matter if you think it's not funny or if it's too weird. It's improv. So let us begin with two persons, just right now, strictly two-person scenes. And no suggestions, just go. Dave, would you like to be up front?
Apparently.
All right. Who's up with Dave? All right. Location, relationship, names.
You don't have to be shy to talk to me, okay? This is not my first time playing with magnets.
It's just Danielle. Every time I've seen you here at the office fridge, man, the way you work those poetry word magnets, it's incredible.
Look, I took Danielle and I made with the magnet letters, Danielle, and I wrote is friends with Mark, so we can be friends because it says it on the fridge.
Do you really think that? Are we really friends?
No, I mean, I know we worked on that project together, okay, but it was like, I felt like, yeah, like we got along,
It's I don't know. I thought that too. That project when we were designing that Lego set. I just thought, wow, I've never had so much fun at work as I'm having with Danielle. And so one of these days, I'm gonna go to the kitchen and I'm just gonna talk to her.
And look, now it says Mark is cool. You're cool, Mark.
Oh my gosh, Danielle. Wow. You're cool.
Well, I don't know because the letters don't see it. I mean, you can read the letters too. If it's okay, if it's easier to talk that way.
I'll try. It's just, gosh, magnets have just never quite been my thing.
Well, just push your finger on the letter and just slide it around, okay? So, all right. Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. There we go. It says Mark Danielle.
That's us, okay?
Don't look at me.
Yeah, it's all right there.
Okay. Let me just rearrange here. All right. Mark loves Danielle. Oh my god. I didn't know. Wow, this is going really fast for me. But okay, I'll go out with you.
Wow. Wow. How do the magnets know exactly how I'm feeling?
Scene.
The magnets know.
You're a wizard with the magnets.
The magnets know.
Who's up with me? Somebody come out. Don't leave Pubert alone.
Randolph, how do I look?
Oh, darling. You look just as beautiful as the day when I first left my wife for you.
That was 400 years ago, and here you are with this most beautiful vampire.
Cecilia, I always think back to the first times when the mansion was new and the people, they were stinky and did not know how to read.
They just reeked of garlic, my love. But now, technology has really caught up. Look at all of these beautiful showers.
It is crazy. The water comes through the pumps. But listen, I do want to say that over the past 300 years, there's a thing you've been doing that's kind of been annoying me. I haven't really been wanting to say, but I feel like it's time. I don't really like Marvel movies, and you keep making me watch them with you. We can never have a conversation. You're always hissing at me.
I love the Iron Man.
But, darling, Iron Man doesn't love you. And they're a bit generic, don't you say?
No. His heart is made of machine. For this undead heart, it is nothing but beauty.
I know you are always attracted.
I think you're jealous.
Wait a minute. Just because I have a complaint that makes me jealous, you're always turning it around on me. Okay, I am way handsomer than Robert Downey Jr.
Bobby Downey himself?
Oh, don't you call him Bobby. You've never even met him.
I want to sink my teeth right into that neck.
You say these things just to hurt me, don't you?
It's true. But I do need you to be for real with me. I'm a vampire. I cannot see myself in the mirror. Is my makeup okay?
Darling, you know you're always beautiful to me. Is that a good enough cop-out?
It'll do for now. Listen, we do need to talk about something very serious in the backyard. The bodies are mounting up.
Well, it's not my year to bury them, sweetheart.
You have killed all of the familiars back to back to back. You can't just lose your temper with them because they like the Marvel movies like I do.
Why do I have to watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3 times in a week?
It's very charming. It's the little raccoon is like, hello, look at me, I'm Doc.
And so I just killed them because I'm tired of watching the Marvel movies. Okay, you know what? I don't see why I need to bury them when we all agree this is your year to do that.
It's
just
fine.
Putting things off on me again.
But when I bury them, I'm going to dress them up like Captain America, like Iron Man. I have little wedding for them. I make them kiss.
Why are you doing this to the corpses, Cecilia?
Haven't you ever wanted to see the Avengers touch tips? I have.
Oh my God.
See. So
Everyone
don't
is
be
On the job is no.
don't be afraid for people to come in to edit. If you see a button, don't be afraid to come in and edit that out.
I'd watch that porn.
I know you would.
Yeah.
That's already out there.
Hey, let's talk about these first two scenes.
Sure.
So in the first scene, let me see your faces, Dave and Molly. So what did you want, Dave, in that scene?
I thought it was a peas in a pod scene, and that I really liked her and wanted her to like me.
What did you want, Molly? You're muted.
Sorry, it was nerd flirting there. I liked him because he's my friend and he's my boy. I want him to be my boyfriend at work.
Okay, that's cool, but you also need something to actually continue the scene beyond we like each other.
Okay.
Just like you don't want to not like each other in a scene, you don't want to just like each other in a scene. Like there has to be something else going on. Like we knew that you were in the kitchen of where you worked, but I didn't have a clear idea of where you worked. That also will generate juice for your scene. Like even the moment where, and like you can still like her and not like the moment where she changed it to loves Danielle. I mean, that would have been a great place for you to say, "Whoa, like good," you know, because there's got to be conflict in the scene. Like you don't want to argue, of course, but you got to have movement. And the scene didn't have a lot of movement. You were yes-anding a little too literally in the scene. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Just try and have like a want going in as much as you can, because the game was sort of that you liked each other, but that's not much of a game. So just something to think about. In our second scene, you guys were vampires. Sounds like you've been together 400 years. And the Marvel movie thing was really fun, but I sort of wish that you would have talked about other things, like over the course of history, that maybe you had to admit that you didn't like so much. And it could have been connected in some way. I don't know, like if she liked Iron Man a lot, maybe in the 40s she liked the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz a lot. Maybe this is just a thing in your life where you are just sick of her cyborg obsession. But overall, it was a really fun scene. Like I liked the accents. I liked the things you said in it. Like the accents are gonna make everything funny. Like I love the Iron Man is funny when you say it with an accent. And we moved to things that were this was a great world building scene, but I didn't feel like we really hit the game hard.
Yeah.
So it's just something, and I'll ask you to the same thing. What did your characters want? Actually, what did your character want, you feel like?
I feel like she wanted to be desired in some way.
That makes sense because you did go back to the makeup thing. Like it was clear. It was clear that you wanted to hear something positive about your makeup. Did you catch on to that, Rustin?
I think I did. Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like your character did cop out on it, right? So I would have liked to see you give her a response. And the response could be negative. Like that doesn't mean you love her less, or it doesn't mean that you don't think she's beautiful, but she's essentially putting her makeup on in the dark, right? So it would be great to sort of see where that goes. And where that goes could even at that point let her tell you what she has kept to herself for a while of like, you know, you never tell me that my makeup looks nice. And,
right.
You know, so yeah, like that's like it was a great character scene. And it's interesting because I do very much believe that relationship is very closely tied to game. And there was a game there. We just didn't hit it as hard as we could have. And those are my suggestions.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So let's do just one more two-person scene with Leon It is somebody else. Who would like to go with Leon?
Bring Dave back. He's our guest.
Dave, would you like Dave? Come on up here. We got Dave. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
Unmute there. Comrade, the revolution is not going well. I don't think the proletariat is rising up.
Maybe. Maybe we try a Facebook campaign.
You are so right. We cannot keep using the tactics of the 40s. It's 2020. Here we are. Just a couple of dedicated communists certain we can change the world.
Remember to get names?
I don't know, Comrade Frank.
I think Facebook would be a very good Facebook would be a very great place to get the people riled up. They will like our revolution. Jerry, Comrade Jerry.
Right. I know these are the tactics that succeeded for your Mexican restaurant, comrade. But we are talking about the souls of the people.
Comrade Jerry, I think you don't understand how Facebook works. It is the people. It's made of the people, for the people, and controlled by just one people.
And there you go. That's the problem. We can't buy
actually, as soon as I said it, I realized what the issue was with that logic.
That's the exact opposite.
Yeah, no, that's very bad. How can we get out to the people with a very widespread message without using a technology conglomerate? Indeed.
Comrade, you've found the question, the ultimate question that Trotsky, Lenin, none of them could answer.
Who are we talking about? I'm sorry.
Oh, exactly. Nobody knows who they are.
Okay, fair enough. We will find out these Trotskys and we will use him for all of our revolutionary messages. How does that sound? Maybe we do like a direct mail campaign to Northern Siberia. I hear they just got their mailboxes.
Yes, they are yearning to rise up in the cold, comrade. I think you're right.
I say we do a direct mail campaign through UPS. Nope, that's not gonna work. Maybe.
What if the people deliver it themselves, to themselves, as they deliver freedom to themselves? So they deliver the direct mail.
Direct mail, Tromsky style. Is that how the people say it?
It will be.
All right.
See. All right. I think we're ready for notes.
So, my first question, Leon, is: Did you really not know who he was talking about?
Oh no, I knew who he was talking about.
Okay. Because the reason I asked is because it's fine if you didn't. Like the point I wanted to make is that always react honestly. So if someone really does say something that you don't recognize, it is fine. Because our instinct is to think I'm supposed to know this.
Yeah.
You know. So I just wanted to check. It's great. It's great either way. This isn't a history class. So I wasn't gonna ding you for it.
Oh, no, I didn't think you were. I definitely made the choice just because I thought my character wanted a revolution, but didn't know really the right way of going about it. So I just assumed he would not have done his homework.
Yeah, absolutely. So by the way, it's even better that was a choice. So great choice. I loved it. Dave, let me ask you this: your character, what would because you kind of just said that's the thing. No one knows who they are. But how would your character feel about your comrade who you think is down for the cause, just like you. How would your character feel finding out that your friend doesn't know who your fearless leaders are?
Okay. Yeah. I was sort of playing it as that he was kind of like the new recruit to the revolution. But yeah, I think that could easily have been, how could we have been working together this long and you don't know who these guys are? Like, this is what it could have been the moment of sort of why are you even here if you don't know who these guys are?
Because even as a new recruit, it gives you a chance to big time them. Like, you need to know why this new recruit doesn't know. And the only reason I bring it up is because, again, it was sort of a flat line. Like, we didn't really hit any peaks, which is what we're trying to do at least a little bit. Because the brainstorming aspect of it, which is basically what the game was, is great. But, like, there's also such a thing as resting the game or even bringing in new games, right? Because if you guys are going to do callbacks or anything like that, like, we need to generate that stuff, right? At least to make it recognizable enough that it doesn't, like, if someone else did a callback to it and they were brainstorming things, an audience might see that and just think, why are these guys doing so many of the same scene? But if it's a very strong thing, you can still call it back and the audience will recognize this is referencing what I just saw. So it was great support, 100%, but it's okay to, like, not like what you hear as a character. Cool. And I feel like, because what I saw of your character, I feel like your character would not like to hear, who are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So, just something to think about.
Right. I definitely got it from you a little bit when you were like, that's the problem we have. Like, there's no rain recognition. I definitely see what he means. We can make that a big choice.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the same thing. We'll start off with two-person seeds this time. Tag outs and scene edits are allowed. Don't be afraid.
Can I say one more thing? I really liked, I don't know if you guys realize this, but each scene was about 3 minutes. So those edits came at pretty consistent times, which is great.
Cool.
Hooray for us. Tap outs, tag outs, edits are allowed. Don't be afraid to cut in. We got plenty of time. And let's begin with object painting one more time, like we did last week. Ashley, you weren't here, so for our suggestion, instead of painting a scene, we painted an object. And the game was to try to see if we could have this object in several different scenes in different contexts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Dope.
We made it a big abstract object last time, so he was trying to focus on a literal object this time.
That could
Any
be.
kind of object is fine.
Oh, okay, we can open up our imagination again. Okay, my bad.
Just as long as there's a lot of specificity and detail to the object. That's what's necessary. It's made of wood.
And it's making a strange vibrating sound.
Yeah, it's really making a weird sound.
The wood is lacquered.
It shows its age. It's very, very old, maybe hundreds of years old, thousands possibly.
It's
a music box.
Oh, damn. It's the size of a large house cat.
And we can just jump in on a scene whenever we want? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
When you feel like there's enough details.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Stacy.
Yeah, Stella.
These Thin Mints aren't going to sell themselves, girl. I'm trying to get in all the customers with this damn music box.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm trying to read the words on the side of it. I just can't figure out how it works, you know? I don't know the language, you know? I don't know how to translate Thin Mint into Sanskrit.
Look, Stacy, forget about the box and focus on the sales. I need you to push out our inventory if we're gonna make it to that little festival in San Francisco for the freaking Girl Scouts.
Hey, you got any Reese's cups?
Yeah, no, we're Girl Scouts. We have.
Get out of here with that shit.
Okay, Stella, I know I want to make it to the festival too, but like I feel like this music box is gonna. There's something about it. It stays. It's gonna help us get there. I feel it in my bones.
Stacy, you know what's gonna sell those boxes?
No.
Our sweet moves and our attitudes.
I mean, yeah, I get it, Stella. I know, but I don't know if you know what it feels like to have like an instinct. You know?
You want to hear about instinct? I know you're in the 2nd grade and I'm in the 4th, but I know a lot about instinct.
I mean, I know I have a lot to learn from you, but I tell you, did you not hear the music box? What are you doing? My mom is right inside the Walgreens.
Don't be a snitch.
You can't smoke. Besides, this wood is flammable. I don't want you to burn the music box. Jeez. Oh,
chill out.
Tap out Molly. Hey, Stella, I got you my lunch money. Will you please don't hurt me this week?
Muted.
Am I muted now?
Oh God, Stella.
You're good.
Listen, David, why would I hurt you when you are bankrolling this bitch?
It's just because I didn't bring in enough money last time, and then you stuck my head in the toilet, and
you gave me a lot of those Susan B. Anthony's.
Tap out, Rustam. Look, I don't feel good about it. It was a C paper, but I don't want you to fuck me up, so I'm going to give you an A.
That's right, Mr. Flanagan. You are going to give me an A because I am very historical.
Yes, you are certainly historical. And just so we're clear, nothing's going to happen to me or my family now, right?
No guarantees. Who the fuck is Lennon, by the way?
I wouldn't expect you to know based on your paper.
Tap out, Dave. Honey, can you please just have a seat at the kitchen table? We need to talk about this report card.
Yes, Mother.
I see you have all A's again. I thought we talked about this.
Oh, Mommy dearest, of course I have all A's again. What else would you expect?
Well, you see, that was the problem. The school called the police last time and said that you've been blackmailing your teachers, and I know that's what's happening again. We both know you're not that smart, sweetie.
No, I'm just a little dum-dum, Mother.
I didn't expect for you to feel that way. Is that what I've been teaching you?
Well, Mommy dearest, you just told me that, I'm just a Girl Scout and we are to serve.
You're right. I've been a bad mother. Do you still have those cigarettes?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, sweetheart.
Edit. Yeah, I think this building is not Gerald.
This building?
Look at it. It's leaning completely at a 45-degree angle.
I think we should tear it down.
Man, we can't. You know what? Yeah, let's tear it down. I mean, it took us only 5 years to build it. Shit.
Yeah, but I told you in the beginning when we started we should have taken that online Phoenix course about house building, and you said, we'll just wing it.
There you go again. You just love to dig it in there, don't you? Okay, I was wrong, Gerald. I was wrong.
Well, you're also not very frugal because the 40% off sale ended back in January.
Yeah, I know. Now we gotta pay full price for the Phoenix course. You're right.
And tear this house down. It's gonna be a pretty full afternoon, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's gonna take. Well, I would. Gerald, I gotta tell you something. This is not the only house that I built.
Wait, are you building with other people, Craven?
Yeah,
We've
I've
been.
been. I didn't want to tell you because I knew you'd get upset.
You're damn right I would. I mean, we were supposed to be building this thing from the ground floor up, and now I'm hearing you're building it with other people? What floor are y'all on? The second floor or something?
Gerald, maybe if I could rely on you a little bit more, I wouldn't have to build with other people, okay?
You know what? Just like this fucking crooked house we built today, I'm ready to burn this friendship to the ground.
You know what, Gerald? I don't even care anymore. Here, you take this Molotov cocktail, and I'll take mine. And as soon as this building burns to the ground, this is over between us. I don't even want to see you again.
That's perfect, because guess what? I literally already forgotten your name.
That's okay.
Cheers.
After this, there'll be nothing left to remember.
Scene. Whoa. Yeah. Mom, I got in. I got into music box school. I'm going to be a music box holder. It's the future of entertainment.
Mom,
you're
Mom's
muted.
mute.
It was foretold, my child. You are now going to fulfill the destiny of 7 generations of our family.
God, why can't it ever be about me, Mom? Like, why does it have to be this whole 7 generations? I'm the one who got into music box school.
I'm the one who gave birth to you. You are a legacy. My mother before me gave birth to me. My father before her gave birth to her. It's a very complicated family legacy. You understand? It is up to you to fulfill the prophecy.
I don't want to fulfill a prophecy. I want to build music boxes, and I want a little credit for what I've done. Yes, you gave birth to me. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without that.
You're welcome.
Your mother did.
Tap out Molly.
Is that a barrel?
Well, sirrah. You have at last come to the chosen school. I hereby give you your sword. You will defend us from great evil.
I don't really want to be the defender of the world. I want to build music boxes.
This is your destiny.
I thank you so much. Like, I get it. You got the sword, you read the prophecy, the whole thing. Like, that's great. But like, why can't I be me? Why can't I do what I want to do for once?
The nations of the world depend on you to save them from ruin.
Oh, wouldn't the world be happier with music boxes? Wouldn't that be a better way to bring everybody joy? I mean, how is a sword gonna bring happiness to the world?
Young men, demons are invading and marauding on the countryside as we speak.
I get it, but like, what about free will? This isn't what I want to do. Here, why don't you take the sword?
It's not my sword. It's for you.
You look pretty sturdy for a wizard. Like, you take it.
I don't want it. You take it. It's yours.
I don't even know what to do with it. I've spent the last 18 years studying music boxes. Now, I mean, I guess if I could probably take the leather part and use that to make some strings.
Don't take
I want to tag out roast him. Yeah, man. I didn't want to be a demon, so I get what you're saying.
Okay, I made some bad choices, and I'm in hell now. But like, I don't want to be a demon. I don't want to go around with a pitchfork. I just want to make music boxes.
Well, you're the chosen one, right?
Oh,
That's your thing.
All this talk about how, I'm supposed to unleash Ragnarok and destroy the world. Like, I'm just not that into it. Like,
listen, dude, that's just your cross to bear. Get it? Because we're in hell. There's no crosses down here.
Yeah, I get it. Your demon humor is not lost on me.
Whoa! It's just humor. That's a little,
I won't
read a book. Right.
I don't want to read books. I just want to build.
Literally.
Like the devil. Couldn't you? You could talk to him for me.
Oh yeah, we all know each other.
That's not what I mean. That's not what I meant. Now you just misinterpreted.
No wonder you're down here.
Look, I get it. You people all think.
Whoa!
Oh, okay, you demon. Sorry, not all demons are the same. It's, if you met my mother, you'd understand.
No, she also is a racist. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I was just raised to, have these points of view about demons.
Oh
no.
Yeah. Your music box is all ready, Mr. Bon Jovi. I think you're really gonna rock their socks off with it.
My God, I'm just living on a prayer with this baby.
Mr. Bon Jovi, you come into my place, you're always making your references from your glory days. I just want to tell you that I'm really impressed how you managed to make something real.
Geppetto, can I call you Jip Jip?
Hey, we've known each other for years.
Jip Jip, you do the best work.
I used to have a little boy, and I lost him one day at the ocean, and it's just I feel that he was my greatest creation.
I mean, it happens. The ocean's a dangerous place,
I mean, it's like, but hey, you just gotta move on with your life, right, Bon Jovi? And that's why, I really want to say that your music has been such an inspiration to me.
Yeah, why don't you tell me more about that? What are some of my best hits?
Oh man, I just love, I love the one where you're living on a prayer. I just feel like to me, I feel like I've been living on a prayer for so long.
And my other ones?
Oh, obviously, Mr. Bon Jovi, I know all your hits. Like when you were a cowboy, I've always been enamored with the American West. And you are a steel cowboy.
Yeah, that checks out. Tell me more about the son you lost. I mean, were the cops involved or anything like that after you lost your son at sea?
It's, we called the Coast Guard, but they could never retrieve the body. All they found was driftwood.
Damn. How do you feel about whales?
Bon Jovi, I hate whales. I hate everything about Wales.
You are a nationalist. Wales is a great country full of great people. How dare you?
I hate the Welsh. I don't like, are they, nobody knows. They can't make lines, and they look down on us.
Wow. You know what? Maybe I don't want your music box.
Oh, come on, Bon Jovi.
No.
You know what? Listen, who else is going to make you the stuff for you? All right? We all know you're washed up. Like the cowboy song and the living on a prayer. That's the only thing people know about you. You put out you're surprised. Yeah, you put out like 15 albums.
You know what, Dick? You're not going to be invited to my backstage show at the Applebee's on the corner of 35th and Palmer.
Oh, what a shame, because I'm going to be at Ruby Tuesdays that day.
You know what? I'm going to find your child and adopt him and raise him as my own despite you.
How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that when no one's even?
I'll find
where
him.
it hurts, Bon Jovi.
I sure did.
Tap out Rustam. So, Dad Jovi, wow, I really like our guitar-shaped pool, Dad Jovi.
Oh, yeah. This is just living the celebrity lifestyle. You know what I mean? I mean, this is the best pool in Amarillo, Texas, let me tell you.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't feel like, you really care that much about me. I mean, you let me go swimming. I don't even know how to swim. And, and I was having trouble breathing. And I don't know. I feel like this was kind of like a revenge adoption.
No. But I mean, like, there's like a box of used needles like around the corner if you want to play with those, or like, I've got loaded guns all over the house. I mean, you could just play and just figure it out.
Like, I don't know if the social worker, when they come and check on us is gonna really, really like that. First of all, you let me swim by myself while playing an electric guitar, and I almost got electrocuted. Okay.
And here.
Yeah, and just the one thing I had from my real dad, that music box, he wouldn't even let me. He wouldn't even let me play with my music box from my other dad, my first dad.
Yeah, what they always say: if you play with your music box too much, you'll go to hell.
I don't want to go to hell. There's demons there. I hate those guys.
That's why Papa Bon Jovi is here. You know what Bon Jovi means in Italian?
The chosen one?
Good time.
Oh, okay. So I guess, does that mean I'm like Jerry Bon Jovi? I'm the chosen one? Is that what you adopted me? Are you adopted too, Mr. Dad Jovi?
The world is my adopted father. So I'm a rambling man, just touring the country. Bon Jovi.
Yeah. Oh well. I don't know. I just feel like you just leave me here alone when you go tour the country, like all the time.
I will. I definitely will.
Yeah, I just would be nice, like next time if you did a tour, if you could like leave some food in the fridge or something for me.
I mean, I've got some cat food.
Mr. Bon Jovi, Pinocchio. I'm from social services. I've been taking a look around your house, and I can tell that you want this child. I can tell that this child is wanted, dead or alive. Thanks. See you later.
Thank you so much. See, I want you. Bon Jovi, good time. Good papa.
Did he say dead or alive? Why is dead an option, Mr. Jovi, Dad Jovi?
Cut to Bon Jovi and Pinocchio in the middle of the desert. Pinocchio is digging a hole.
Do I have to dig my own hole?
Hey, Penny, dig faster. Less talking.
What is this hole for, Dad Jovi? I feel like, I mean, you could help.
Like when cats pee in a litter box, they just dig, and sometimes you're like, are they digging to China? That's a good name for a song. I should think about that. But that's what you're doing.
You bought me a lot of cats, and I'm allergic. Oh.
It's good for you. But yeah, it's just you're a big cat that's about to take a really big pee, and by pee, your dead body is going in this hole.
My dead daddy's going in the hole?
Hey there, Mr. Jovi and Pinocchio. I'm the park ranger. Just checking in. And
Mr. Park Ranger, help me.
Yeah, from what I see here, it looks like you two are giving love a good name. So just keep at it.
I can sign anything for you that you need. Keep digging.
He's trying
to digging. I have a question for you. Can a child made of wood get splinters?
Well, I mean, yeah, it does happen, but
good.
My real dad
work harder.
Ooh, but then it's chafing my hands. Are you trying to give me splinters? Because the more I dig, the more splinters I'm getting. Oh.
I could see why you were cast into the ocean.
Hey, Mr. Bon Jovi. Good to see you again.
Hey.
State Ranger. I just want to say that you and Mr. Pinocchio here,
So that one was there.
you're really making memories. Just
I
want to say
know.
that. Bye.
Mister.
Look, kid.
Yeah.
Before you go to the, big wooden bench in the sky, what do you want out of life?
I mean, I just want a dad who's gonna love me and not keep giving me away. And
Oh wow, are you Bon Jovi?
Yes, me.
One question for you: why is your son's nose so long?
Well, that is not very kind. I mean, he can't help he was born that way,
He's defending me. Dad Jovi's defending me.
It's almost like his nose represents a flaw in his own personality. Anyway, it's real hot in this desert. I gotta go. It's super hot. I don't know what you guys are doing out here.
You just let him insult me and then you defended me, Dad Jovi.
Tap out, Ashley. Pinocchio is just tapping dirt back down on the hole that he had dug. Oh, hey, are you okay out there?
Oh, I'm fine. Nothing to see here.
You look like you might need a ride. You want to go? Name's Seal. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. I can help you out.
I love musicians.
Jump in the car. It'll be great.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
See.
Murder Pinocchio. That's a good ending.
Murder Pinocchio.
Yeah. He got his revenge against the world that scorned him.
I wanted him to do it. I really wanted him to kill someone.
I hated being Bon Jovi. I just want that to
It for you. So good.
It's like make it end. I don't know any Bon Jovi.
Is it because he has better hair?
I know. I wanted to come out as an interviewer that just asked you to name some of your favorite songs, but I figured I was too
I wanted
stupid
that.
of a
I wanted
game.
to just make them up.
Yeah, I thought it was too easy of a reach.
Let's talk about these scenes. I enjoy that your object was a music box the size of a large house cat. The image in my mind I enjoyed of that. So the first scene was the two Girl Scouts, and right away we had our game, which was fourth grade Girl Scout who was listening to the Runaways, just Joan Jett as a fourth grader, and the second grader who was just a goody, just a narc. It disgusted me. I don't like narcs. So you guys had great heightening in this, and you had a great tag run of just the life revolving around. I didn't write the names down this time. I know there were names, but which is good. But of our fourth grade character, just the world bending to her will in one way or another. Good use of props. Enjoyed the cigarette.
That was solid.
I liked something I really liked was seeing another aspect of this character. Like when you were with your mom.
Yeah.
Like full reversal.
I did not expect that at
So
all.
innocent.
I really thought I was preparing for her to give me some lip, but then she just flipped it on its head.
It was great. I loved it because it was the perfect flip. The only thing I maybe would have liked to see as because that ended up being the end of the scene, I kind of would have liked to see you give her a cigarette for whatever reason. Because since she asked, I just felt like it's clear that she knows that you have cigarettes at least. So, but that's a small thing, and it's not something anyone would remember watching that scene. They would just remember the teacher that you bully, the fellow Girl Scout you bully, the customers you bully when they ask for Reese's cups. That was a great walk on. Yeah, tag run was great. In the second scene, man, I loved the mapping of like a relationship, and I love Leon when you said, "What floor are you on?" and when you realized you were building with other people. It was like so genuine. What floor are you on? I also really like the moment where you both had Molotov cocktails and someone said cheers.
I did, yeah.
Oh, and I like the reveal. I like the reveal of building with other people, like just so delicately letting Leon down, because you still cared. Like that's to me in improv and like comedy scenes in general. That's what's so important is that you still care about this person. You just can't build houses with them anymore. It wouldn't work as well if you were like really shitty,
Right.
but you were just very very caring. Music box school. The game was we got Harry Potter, and all he wants to do is build music boxes. He wants a trade. There's no money in being the chosen one. And Dave, you took it and ran with it in a great way. I love when you said, "I thank you so much" about the sword. Like just being really polite about the sword. Both Molly and Dave have been coached by me before, and they'll tell you that sometimes I jump in when I have an idea. And I had an idea this time where my initial idea, Dave, was that I was a demon. You were because it was mentioned that you were supposed to save the world from demons. So my initial idea was that I was a demon you were fighting who just also didn't want to be there. But I love the hell thing, and I love where it went, because any scene where I can call a white man a racist is my brand.
I knew you were up for it.
You're good sport, Dave. We love you. Next was Bon Jovi's friend, Jip Jip. You did something that I love to see in improv scenes, especially with troops that trust each other. Is what are some of my best hits? I love improv where someone says, "Tell me about this. Tell me a number of things. Just list some things for me." Yeah, we jumped right on that and got a couple of songs, and then we moved to Geppetto being a xenophobe. Hates the Welsh.
That's a great choice.
I love that play on words. I talk about hating Wales, and we jumped right on the country. I really love the idea of a revenge adoption, where it's just like, I'm gonna go find your kid, I'm gonna adopt your kid. Weird, like Count of Monte Cristo. Hey, I'm gonna go raise your kid. And then I wrote restaurant wars, and I just remember what that meant is because you're like, I'm having a concert in Chili's, and you're like, fuck you, I'm going to Ruby Tuesdays.
That was a good line.
Yeah, that was really good. We had Pinocchio digging his own grave.
So sad.
Bon Jovi
It's bound to happen.
Bon Jovi doesn't care. Again, just great game of Bon Jovi not caring.
Yeah,
this
you really
kid
steered hard into that.
Yeah. You were a great neglectful father who was a huge rock star. Molly, you were a great child that just wanted to be loved.
You were so...
I came in as social services because I just remembered the name of a Bon Jovi song, so I had to get it out there. Can a child made of wood get splinters? Truly.
Thank you.
The greatest.
I had a philosophy course once in college, so I...
Solid. That should have been your thesis.
Yeah. Can Jesus microwave a burrito that is so hot that he himself cannot eat it? So I jumped in again when we were in the desert because I noticed we had not made reference to Pinocchio lying at all, and I felt like if we had Pinocchio in the scene, we got to get some lies in there somehow. And then Seal pulled up,
Hell yeah.
It was the best, like the best character introduction of all time. Pulling up and saying, "Hey, you need some help? Name Seal."
Hey, I've been told by coaches before. Sometimes just naming it will like be
Yeah.
easier
Yeah.
than like trying to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, it was beautiful. It was so casual. It was like he rolled up on a horse. Name Seal.
You don't think that's how he introduces
Yeah.
himself?
I pray to God that's how he introduced himself.
My sister used to do his makeup, so yeah, she's the makeup artist. Yes.
Wow.
So yeah,
Wow.
I can find out and get back with you.
That's awesome.
Find out if he says, "I don't want to brag, but have you ever seen Batman Forever?"
Or if
It
he
was my
just casually
power,
has
my
playing in the
pain.
background all the time.
All right,
So-
we've got
Great. So yeah, let's keep going.
8 minutes. Let's see if we can't hit games hard and fast.
8 minutes. What time are you talking about? It's 9:41, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, you're right. Oh, it's because Jitsi. I started early, so never mind. It's
Nice.
recording up top.
Oh, so that run was 23 minutes. So like a good solid run.
Oh, that was a gosh.
Baby.
All right, let's do something a little different. Let's do a character painting, and then we paint that character, and they've got to be in the scene.
Okay.
We see a man. So let's give him some details.
Oh, this man has hair that is beautiful, but it does go down to his butt.
It goes down to his butt, but also he's got one of those like mustaches that goes, across and then straight down on the sides, like all the way down to his chin.
It's
I don't know what
also
you call it.
very, very beautiful. Like it's kind of unnerving how pretty he is.
He's wearing a bowler hat, though.
And he has one earring, a single earring in his left ear.
He's carrying with him a bass guitar.
And he's wearing a tuxedo that has clearly seen better days.
And he's barefoot.
But his toenails are painted. Society. What's up, Reggie?
Hello, William.
Hey man, I ain't seen you since Coachella. What you been up to? I heard you've been dating Ariana Grande.
William, that has come and gone, just like Pete Davidson, but I've been to Burning Man, Coachella, Lollapalooza. All of the festivals.
Wow, man. Reggie, you get around. I just want to say that you're my inspiration.
No, William, you are my inspiration.
What? Are you You're shitting me right now. I'm just a regular, prog rock, heavy metal, salsa, new age techno drummer.
It's true, but you have the best fish covers I've ever heard.
I wanted to hear that from Fish, but you are almost as good. Reggie, let's start a band together. You and me.
Gosh, I thought you'd never ask me. I mean, me.
Drums and bass. Drum and bass.
Do you think that's enough?
That's all we need. Okay? Minimalism is its own aesthetic.
Well, what type of music would we play?
Reggie, I can't believe you're thinking so small-mindedly. What type of music would we play? Whatever we want, man.
Well, whatever we play, we should come up with the band name right now, together, synchronized.
Absolutely. In 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Hot sauce.
Firehouse.
Hot sauce firehouse.
We're gonna be rich.
We're gonna make it after all.
All right, cut Rustam. It's Firehouse's yada yada's first big night. They just got through performing.
That was so Rickman. Hello, good sir.
Oh, sorry. I just assumed everyone else would catch on. That was amazing. That was.
Tell me, you rope-haired goddess, who are you?
My name's Kenneth. I'm from Atlanta, and I'm here to make your dreams come absolutely true, gorgeous.
Kenneth?
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Yeah,
Tell me, Kenneth.
Yeah.
My name is Reggie.
Yes, Reggie, I know you. I've seen your face throughout the ages. You're timeless. I think you could be the next Ragogo.
The Ragogo?
Yeah, it can happen. I feel it's your time to shine. I saw you here tonight, and I knew it was going to happen. But I have to tell you.
Yes, tell me.
William's not going to make that magic carpet ride.
I'll kill him immediately.
That was actually very, very easy.
Hey Reggie, what's going on, man? Killer set. I think you did so great. I love you, man. I just love everything.
I love you too. Hey, you know that ladder over there? Maybe you should go explore the top of it.
You know what, buddy? Anything for you. Whatever you want that's on top, I'll get for you. Hey, you want a soda? I'll buy you a soda.
That's great. You should go to the very top of the ladder.
Absolutely.
And maybe jump on your neck.
How about Ashley? Rustam, you're still here. Look. I'm not happy about this either, but only one of us is walking out of here. Your partner, Reggie, we met at a Hair Anonymous meeting. Reggie says we've got to go and I need the cash.
No, you're lying. Reggie wouldn't do that. He's my best friend.
I don't know. I don't know what changed between you two.
Is this we're still in the middle of it.
Reggie, this guy's saying.
No. Carry on. My circle's ringing.
Wow. That was Reggie.
God, it's true. I just can't believe this. I mean, he was my best friend. I mean, when I lost my virginity, he was the first person I told. God.
Well, it's, maybe you needed more to your friendship than just sexual conquests. I mean, do you ever think about that as the...
Hey man, you don't know. Who are you to tell me what Shit, you know what? You're right, Harry Assassin.
I mean, I get it. You fall in love with that rock and roll lifestyle. You think, oh man, we've banged groupies. Now we're going to be friends forever. That's just not how it works.
Man, but when you're in the middle of it, and by it I mean groupies, you just feel like that's all there is to the world.
I get it. I feel for you. I mean, look at this hair. I've seen some groupies, but there's got to be more. I'm not sure if I should kill you or not. I feel like now I'm doing you a favor because just what is your purpose? Why are you here?
What's your purpose, man? Just to kill people? The hell kind of purpose is that?
Tap out, Rustam.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm going for stealth.
Yeah, all it takes is one. That's why I'm up there rocking. I just need one person who gets it, and that's you.
Excellent work. You are by far, hands down, Louisiana's most impressive assassin. I saw the work you did on William. It was fantastic. At the top of that ladder, no less. Both of you, glorious. People have been talking about that for years.
You're not allowed to climb on it, but
no, and you made it work.
When you're a rock assassin, you do what you got to do.
And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I saw greatness in you tonight when I witnessed you murdering William and basically getting away with it scot-free. And I'm here to tell you, I can make your dreams come true. I'm actually an assassin manager. I go around and I just make them big. I make you big. I get you higher profile cases. I get you more cases. I get you more money, which is really impressive because I'm going to be taking 20%. But
Leon, cut to this guy at the Bon Jovi concert.
Oh, fuck.
Do it.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god. I hope nobody I was at a concert a few weeks ago and like the lead singer like got murdered. It was like crazy. I hope nothing happens to Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I hope nothing happens to Bon Jovi too. Maybe we should go in the back and check on him.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, do you have like a backstage pass or something that I can use? That'd be so cool.
As far as I know, a pretty girl like you is the best backstage pass there is.
Oh my god, I knew I left my bra at home for a reason. Okay. Let's go.
You don't need it.
Oh my
Throw
god.
off the shackles. Oh my god, there he is. There's Bon Jovi.
Hello, Mr. Jovi.
Sup?
Oh my god. Oh, I heard about your son. That was
yeah, shit happens.
Oh my god.
What's your name? I'm sorry, my neck is so vulnerable right now.
You two just keep talking. Yeah. Why don't you remind her of some of your great songs?
Sing your favorite songs. Sing your favorite songs.
You know, I mean, who could ever forget highways open road?
Oh yeah. You know, I like one of your lesser known hits. The cover of Over the Rainbow.
yeah, somewhere over my turnip.
Oh, sing the deep cuts. Sing the deep cuts.
I mean, you know, I have so many. I'm sorry. There's like my golf carts in heaven.
Oh my God, your neck is so much longer and more exposed in person than I ever realized.
I'm sorry, what was your name? What was your name?
Sandy.
Sandy.
My name is friend. I'm just a harmless friend and don't pay attention to me. Face Sandy and make your neck long.
It was a good idea to come back here. Yeah, because I was so worried about the lead singer getting murdered. You heard about that a few weeks ago, right? The lead singer.
No, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, Steven Tyler was just like, his lips were just ripped from his face.
Crazy.
Right on.
I'm sorry. What was your name? You beautiful gentleman.
Oh, it's not important. I'm only here for a minute. I just do the best.
It's weird. Every concert I go to lately, the lead singer is murdered brutally while I'm in the first or second row.
It is crazy. And I mean, I'm sorry, this is way forward, but you know, my name in Italian means like good job. I need a hug. I need a hug. So can I hug you, you big muscly man?
Oh, him? Oh
my gosh. Okay. No one's offered me a hug before. This is everything for me.
Oh my gosh. My back is so vulnerable.
Oh my God.
Please get off the Mr. Jovi. Please back off the Mr. Jovi. I'll spray.
Okay.
Oh, God. Here. I knew this was a bad idea, Mr. Jovi. You got to get out of here. These intimate two-person concerts have got to stop.
You're right. Stacy, what do you feel about wooden children?
It's Sandy.
What?
You're gonna die tonight.
See.
Sandy was an uppercut of her assassin.
I loved it. I never saw it coming.
To prom. I love it.
That's right.
I just have one question. Everyone knows that his first name isn't Bon, right?
It's John.
Because everyone kept saying Mr. Jovi.
Come on.
Those were active choices.
Yeah.
Mr. Jovi is a much better name. Everybody knows.
Dr. Joey.
So this scene was very good, and it was about 12 minutes. So it was a mono scene, essentially. There was we jumped around some. Reggie, great character. I don't know if any of you guys have watched The Mighty Boosh, but this was like a Mighty Boosh character. Just a big character doing big things. The band name was Hot Sauce Cider House. That's what it sounded like. I really liked the reaction, which was Hot Sauce Cider House. We're gonna be rich. we got a couple of, this is a very this is a tale as old as time. A couple friends start a band. One of them immediately tells a manager that's interested in him, "I will kill my friend right now to get a deal." And I quote, "I'll kill him immediately."
That's a solid response.
Immediately.
Oh, this is easily an easy problem solved.
So what I was told you guys are doing, which is the plan is to do more audio based improv. I really loved for sort of that format. I loved the whole thing about the ladder. Like that as an audio thing is killer. Like just saying, "Why don't you go up this ladder?" Oh yeah, I'll go up there. Yeah, just to the top. And you can mix. You can if you're recording it, you can mix some sound in there. It's very funny. Also, when Dave came in as the assassin, I loved it. And I loved when Ashley came back and said, "Oh, you're still in the middle of it."
That was great. That was the best choice.
Also, the line, by it, I mean groupies. Incredible. Like just that whole conversation of just this depressed man finding out that his best friend has betrayed him. And Dave Dave, great work, just getting right into it, being like, "Listen, yeah, this is my job, but I can see you're hurting. I have to give you some advice." I also like Leon bringing back the manager, but this time only miming clapping and then saying, "I'm going for stealth."
He was an assassin. I felt like the loud clapping was a bad choice.
It was great. Also, when we brought in Bon Jovi, and what I liked is all these cameras were dark, and I just hear Ashley whisper, "Fuck."
Yeah, that was the best part of the whole thing. Oh, fuck you, Stone. That's what would have also been accepted.
If anybody else could come in as Bon Jovi, we would all have you'd been done.
That would have been a bad time.
But it was great because we got out of Bon Jovi showing up, we got "My Neck Is So Vulnerable."
She was trying to get killed up in this bitch. Somebody take Bon Jovi out.
My neck is, and it's great because that is not what you usually think of. When someone's gonna assassinate you, it's like they're gonna go for the neck. How'd you know? My one weakness, my neck. And I love the line Dave had: "Face Sandy and make your neck long." And I like what I really loved about this is that we started out with a character that was a big character, right? We started out with Reggie, and with the character that big, the world that you created around him made perfect sense. Like it was a crazy world, but it was a world that this character would be normal in, right? So I loved that we went for that. That we didn't try and we didn't try and reverse engineer a world. We just let the world grow out of the character we had. So that was great work. It was very funny. I leave my mic on so that you can hear me. I feel like you need to hear people laugh, and I'm glad other people leave their mic on when their camera's on. So yeah, that was great.
Thanks, Devin.
Hey, and we got you out here right on time.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I got a long drive home, so
Yep.
Be careful.
Yeah, seriously, don't drink and drive, buddy.
Don't
No
leave
problem.
those necks vulnerable. You got to be careful up there.
Yeah, I'm
Don't be a
definitely gonna
rock
get some
star.
sort of neck protection for our next
Get a
meetup.
neck. Yeah, got to be careful.
Watch out for ladders, tall ladders.
now that's advice I'll take.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Watch out for Bon Jovi. He'll adopt you and bury you in the desert.
I'll try
Oh my
to
God.
bury you.
Right.
The version of Bon Jovi that was created tonight as a very dangerous, possibly suicidal man
That
was
doesn't
incredible.
know any of his work. That was the best part.
In this world, Bon Jovi is basically Archer.
Hey, I think Golf Carts in Heaven is definitely a Bon Jovi song.
That's a deep cut. That's a deep cut.
Yeah, B-side.
He was on Young Guns 3. So yeah, cool. It was a lot of fun. If you ever need a coach again, let me know. I am always at home. So good. It was fun.
Story of
Dave
the
was
year.
Dave was here, but it was fun anyway.
Yeah. You know, I can't ruin everything. I can try, but I can't. Thank you all for inviting me to play with you guys. This was
Thanks for coming, Dave.
Oh,
We
yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you. Yeah, thanks to you both.
All right. Unless you need anything else from me, I guess I'm gonna take off.
Have a good night.
Any
Bye,
final
Devin.
notes?
Oh,
Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Devin.
Bye, bye, bye.
That was fun.
I thought you said bye bye, David. I was like, that's a cold way of telling David to leave too. That's kind of
hey, well, look at the time it's getting.
yeah. Just like, hey, that was gonna clap you off stage.
He's got to go
do
take
it?
out Nick.
Sorry, Dave. How did you enjoy it? Did you have a good time?
Yeah,
Cool.
super fun. Yeah, no, it was great. And I hadn't really done